Hello and welcome to the Economy This Week series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about important economic events which had happened in the past week, and this session is important for you GES 3 perspective. So moving towards the points of discussion part. So here are the topics which we are going to discuss in today's session. So here we are going to discuss about the reciprocal tariffs in the context of US and India. Then we are going to discuss about surge in makhana price, and then we are going to discuss about that e-waste and how e-waste can be economically beneficial to us. So these are the important topics which we are going to cover up in today's session. So coming to the Drishti IAS Noida address, and our Noida address is C171/2 Block A Sector 15 Noida Uttar Pradesh, and ISGS Foundation course is available in both the medium, Hindi medium and English medium. So here are the details of the English medium and Hindi medium, and if you want to know more information about such classes, you can call on to the number 87501. Also, we have started our PYQ series for UPSC prelims. So kindly watch all those videos in order to boost your revision series. So coming to the discussion part. So the first topic we are going to discuss about the reciprocal tariffs, and in the daily programs we had already talked about that what is tariffs. So tariff is a tax levied on the export and import products, so that's why it is called as the tariffs. So reciprocal tariffs by US may not hurt India much, GTRI. So as you already know that recently PM Modi had visited to the US, and before that he had visited to the Paris AI summit. So this week was a lot of foreign visit by PM Modi, and into that we had also seen some economic agreements and discussions. So that's why here we are going to discuss about the reciprocals of the tariffs. So President Donald Trump announced that India will buy more oil, gas and military hardware from America to bring down trade deficit, but asserted that Washington will not spare New Delhi from reciprocal tariffs. So this is the thing which we are going to discuss, that whether the tax regime and tariff regime of the USA will hurt India or not. So coming to that, what other development into this regard. So if we'll analyze the situation, the US government plan to impose reciprocal tariff to match higher duties levied by its trading partner is not expected to significantly impact India. And who says that? So it has been said by Global Trade Research Initiatives. And what are the key points related to this thing? So there will be a minimal impact on India. So according to this Global Trade Research Initiative, so they said that there will be a minimal impact on India. And how? India and US have different export profiles. For example, if US imposes 50% tariff on Indian pistachio, in response, India tariff on US pistachio, India remains unaffected as it does not export pistachios. So this is the thing that we have to analyze, that whether the two countries' products are similar in nature. So in that case, if it's similar in nature, then there will be a significant impact on the reciprocal tariff. But in this case of India and USA, many products are not similar in nature. So that's why there are chances that India will likely to be unaffected from these kind of things. Then low tariffs on US exports. For 75% of the US exports to India, tariffs are below 5%. So this is also one of the things. High US tariffs on Indian goods. India faces US tariffs ranging from 15 to 35% on labor intensive goods like textile, garment and footwear. What is the India response into this? So India may wait for the US decision on reciprocal tariffs in April before taking action similar to its approach in June 2019. So we had already faced similar instances when Trump was elected in 2019 and 18, and we had this similar kind of situation that what had happened and when Trump was the president of America. So we had already faced such kind of circumstances. So we have again such circumstances. So that's why India is patiently waiting that what America will take decision till April. So coming to the overall India and America trade. So if we'll talk about the trade deficit and purchase, so during talks with PM Narendra Modi, Donald Trump emphasized that India will buy more oil, gas and military hardware to reduce the trade deficit because US is in the trade deficit, and also free trade agreement uncertainty is there. So GTRI suggests that India-US free trade agreement is unlikely as US does not respect existing free trade agreement. So this is also one of the thing, and in the case of Mexico and Canada, we can see that how USA has imposed huge tariffs on them despite of having USMCA agreement. Then there are tariff discrepancies. US claims India's most favored nation's tariff on agricultural goods is 39% compared to the US rate 5%. Similarly, India imposes 100% tariff on US motorcycles while US charges only 2.4% on Indian motorcycle. So these are the discrepancies we have, and if we can talk about these things, so we can remove all these breaches and barriers. So coming to the trade figures, so as of the April to November 2024 to 2025, the US was India's second largest trading partner with $82.52 billion in trade, and 2023 to 2024, US was India's largest trading partner with $119.71 billion in total trade. So what would be the conclusion here? So while US tariffs target Indian exports, India's response will depend on whether further US action in April 2025. So currently the situation is that there is a trade deficit from US, and in order to remove such kind of trade deficit, India will likely to have a discussion. And also we can see in the case of the USA that there are discrepancies in many areas. On few products we are charging high, and on few products they are charging high. So what will happen into such kind of the situation? And this is not for the first time that India and US are facing such kind of the issues. There is a problem of free trade agreement. There is a problem with the most favored nation. So we have to analyze and we have to reduce all these gaps. Now we are coming to the discussion of the India's e-waste. So as you already know that electronic waste is a biggest problem of not just India but of the whole world, because this is giving another kind of the pollution. So this is the news which we are going to cover up in India's e-waste offers $6 billion economic opportunity report. So as you have already heard this common quote which is about the best out of waste. So how we can make economic opportunity through our economic waste. So first of all, we'll read that what is the report. So the report name, there is a report which has been released by Red Sea Strategic Consultants, and that report reveals that India's mounting electronic waste present a significant economic opportunity with an estimate of $6 billion potential from recoverable materials through metal extraction. So this particular report talks about that we can make this $6 billion potential from the electronic waste, and India has that potential because we can extract metals from them, and after that we can use it for our other economic purposes. So coming to that, what this report says, so the key insights of this report is consumer segment dominance. Household and business contribute nearly 70% of the total e-waste. Growing e-waste volume despite appliances becoming lighter, the sheer volume of discarded item is rising, increasing the need for efficient recycling and low formal recycling rates. Only 16% of the consumer e-waste is processed by the formal recyclers. Storage and landfills, around 10 to 15% of e-waste remains stored in household and 8 to 10% ends up in landfills, lowering recycle efficiency. So this report talks about that almost businesses and houses contribute 70% of the e-waste. But if we'll talk about that, how much electronic waste are recyclable and recycling, so we can see that most of the products are recyclable, but only 16 to 17% are recycling, and most of them are kept at the home, and only few are the landfills. So what this report talks about, so this report talks about that we need to emphasize more on recycling part so that we can make economic opportunities out of them. So coming to the next one, which is about the government efforts and challenges. So extended producer responsibility. So initially in 2011, EPR was voluntary, but right now it has become mandatory. So this initiatives has been taken by the government. Economic benefits: strengthening formal recycling could reduce India's metal import demand by $1.7 billion. So if we can extract metal out of it, then we can reduce our import from the other countries, and there will be more boost to the domestic production. So this is also one of the things. So for these kind of thing, we need recycling, regulatory enforcement, and circular economic practices so that we can make best out of the West. So here we have to make our economic opportunity and economic activities, and there should be a separate section for the discussion of that, how to make economic opportunity from the electronic waste, because this discussion is the need of an hour. So now we'll coming to the discussion of surge in makhana price, and this is the news. So makhana prices surged by 32% post budget amid rising global and domestic demand. So in this budget, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has announced that there will be a makhana board in Bihar, and after that we can see that there was a surge in makhana prices. Makhana is called as foxnut in English. This is a dried fruit which is very much famous in India, and almost 90% of the makhana is produced by the Bihar. But in the daily programs we had already discussed that what are the challenges associated with the makhana we have. So the challenges associated with makhana we have is that Bihar produces almost 90% of the India's makhana, but Bihar could not export makhana because of the infrastructural problem, because of the lack of processing unit. And into these circumstances we can see that states like Punjab, which does not produce 1% of even makhana, are topping the export list. So this was a gap which we have related to the Bihar. So that's why in order to boost the processing and production, this time central government has announced that there will be a setup of makhana board, and after this announcement the prices of makhana has increased by 32%, and it has attracted the global world, and the people from the South Africa and other countries had started ordering the makhana, and especially people from the southern part of this country had also started using the makhana, and the demand of makhana has been rose. So this is the news which we are going to discuss. So coming to the discussion part, so we already had discussed that all the prices has increased by 32%, and earlier makhana price was rupees 950 per kg, but right now it has become rupees 1250 per kilogram, and it has heightened the interest from the both domestic and international buyers. We already had discussed that people from the UK, Singapore, Sri Lanka, South Africa has taken interest and they had placed their order. Also roasted makhana prices has been increased, and there was so much demand for the roasted makhana from the southern side of the country, Maharashtra, Gujarat. So we can see that after the announcement of this makhana board, the prices of the makhana has been increased. And what is the key takeaways from this whole discussion? So the key takeaways from this whole discussion is that if central government intervene into any kind of the industry, then that particular industry takes a global attention, and its industry rises, the processing unit rises, overall production rises. So it's very important that central government should take interest into the such kind of the products which have not come to the what you can say international front. So this is the outline of this whole discussion, that the central government must pay attention to the products which has been not highlighted and those who have potential for huge economic benefits. So central government must intervene into such kind of industries and sector. So coming to the government initiatives, so we already had discussed about that. This time government has announced that there will be an establishment of Makhana board in order to support Bihar's economy. Then we are going to increase the farmer production organizations. Then there will be a more focus on the processing unit. There will be a proper sector where farmers can take interest. There will be a proper training. And for Makhana, mostly Mallah communities of Bihar are associated in the Makhana production. So it will going to definitely benefit the Mallah community because they are the ones who are involved into the Makhana production. So they will also get more economic opportunity after the establishment of the Makhana board. Now we are going to discuss about the question part. So the first question is, which Indian state is leading producer of Makhana, accounting for over 90% of the country's production? Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha. So you can answer into the comment section. Then we are going to discuss about the next one. As per the Red Sea Strategic Consultants report, which country is the third largest producer of e-waste in the world? USA, China, India and Germany. This is also easy one. And then we are going to discuss about, according to Global Trade Research Initiative, why are US reciprocal tariffs unlikely to impact India significantly? India's export to US are mainly in high tariff sectors. India and the US have similar export profiles. India does not export many products targeted by reciprocal tariffs. India has already signed a free trade agreement with the US. So this is also easy one. You can answer into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries related to this session, kindly ask into the comment section and do revise all this topic for your mains examination. And we had already discussed about the income tax bill into the In Focus program. So do check that topic also. Thank you. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.